Hey everyone, so I'm on my favorite dead-end street. Got a vehicle here, customer's complaining of a noise, and they said, I need an alternator replaced. Okay, you need an alternator replaced because it's making a noise? Alright, let's take a look and see what we got going on. So when I first started this thing up, all I heard was timing chain clatter like you wouldn't believe. And it is 2,000 miles overdue for an oil change currently. Let me show you something else. In North Carolina, that's not part of inspection. You can have a broken windshield and it's fine, it still passes inspection. In South Carolina, there is no state inspection. You can run around with cords coming out of your tires and no lights and everything else. There's no inspection. So let's go on a little road test and see what this does. All right, I'm on my little dead-end street here. It's not making it now. But the noise I was hearing when it was cold, now it's warming up, is I was hearing clatter. It almost sounded like rod knock. If it was a rod knock, it would actually get worse as the engine heated up. You know, obviously when it's first cold and there's no oil in the system, no oil pressure, it would clatter until it got oil pressure. And then as the motor heated up and the oil thinned out, it would get worse. I just heard it there, actually. Let me see. Let me be quiet for a second, see if you can hear it. Did you hear it? There it is. You hear it? All right, I'm gonna have to investigate that and figure out exactly what that is. That's weird. Not sure if that's piston slab. Could be the timing chains, I guess. All right, well, I'm gonna get it back in the shop and see if I can't figure it out. If you guys like my videos, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. It'll help me make more videos. If you want to share my videos, go right ahead. I have no problem with that. So you guys have a great day and keep wrenching. All right, guys, so I got the terrain inside, the one with the engine noise, and I'm going to check the oil. It sounds to me like it's timing chains. So let's just check the oil real quick. So here we go. Yeah, it's showing up kind of wet on there. All right, let's wipe this down. I'll press it over here if I can. Now I'm just gonna wipe the dipstick off. And I can't focus in on that. Oops. I call that nothing on the stick. Let's try that again. Wipe that back off. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's just residual that was in the tube, but look how nasty that is. All right, so let's do an oil change together. So first off, on this Ecotech, that's the filter right there. So let me go grab the special tool for that. All right, so here I got the socket. Oh, actually, I need an extension, a swivel on there. Hang on one second. All right, so I'm back. I got a swivel. Got that down in place. Let's loosen this up. Oh, awesome. Somebody didn't over-tighten the snot out of this thing, like I see so many times. Now all I'm doing is I'm going to take this free and leave it sit there. Like that. And this way, the filter housing can drain when I take the drain plug out. So let's put this vehicle up in the air and drain the oil. All right, and through the magic of television, we're up in the air. And there's our drain plug. Put our wrench on there. And wow, that thing wasn't bare ass tight either. So let's take our oil drain. Hang on a second. I moved the funnel up close. Now let's see how much oil is actually in this and what the condition of the oil actually is. Alright. Alright. So you see how fast that's wicking down, like it's running lower on. Yeah, let's see. I would equate that to, through my years of doing this, I would equate that to probably less than 2 quarts of oil in this motor. Yep. I mean, you see how fast that's drained out? That level is already, yep, there it goes. It's actually below the fill plug now. So, or fill plug, drain plug. So that tells me this thing had less than 2 quarts of oil in it. You don't maintain your vehicle, they don't last. But they, the change oil light didn't come on, so it must be good still, right? No reason to check your oil either, right? Because the oil light's not on, right? They damage shit. So, all right, I'm gonna let this drain like this for a few minutes, and we'll get back to it. You see a lot of this in North Carolina. Tires that are basically bald. Now that, believe it or not, actually fails inspection. But it's amazing how many people drive with basically bald tires. And like I said, South Carolina, you don't even need an inspection, so they don't really care. They'll drive till the tire blows out and kills somebody. All right, so I had it draining for about 5 minutes. I checked and set the tire pressures. Rears were actually at about 50 and fronts were at 25, so they're all set to 36. So now we're going to put the drain plug back in and let it down, put a filter in it. All right, drain plug is in it tight. Do not over tighten drain plugs, please. Learn what the torque is supposed to be. Yeah, so that's in, that's done. I'm ready to let it down. All right, so now we're going to pull the filter out. There it is. Oops. Dropped it. All right, so there's the filter. Not much to see here, but the oil is kind of nasty. I want to show you something. Engineered to last up to 5,000 miles. That's up to, not at least. All right, so the new filter is in the housing, and it's got a new seal on it. Always install a new seal. Put a little bit of fresh oil on that. You can see a little bit inside there. So I'm going to install this. If you reference my last videos, or some of my other videos I should say, you'll see me talking about the proper way to install one of these. And the seal is not made by how tight the cap is. The seal is made by the actual rubber seal passing the side of the housing as it goes down and seats in place. So I can't film this and do this at the same time, so I'm going to stop for a moment. I'm going to get this in place. Alright, so there it is. It's down and in place. It's tight. Like I said, do not over tighten that. You basically, once the seal goes past the aluminum housing on this one, once the seal goes past, once it bottoms out, just snug, stop. That's it. Don't go any tighter. So now we're going to fill this thing up with oil right there. I'm going to have to look it up. I believe it takes 5 quarts, but I got to have to look it up, and we're going to do that next. You don't have to watch me pour oil in it. I mean, that's pretty simple, but that's what we're going to do next. Now, real quick, taking this off, you notice the drip that happened there. If you ever look inside, you see that nasty mess. That's actually just condensation. Could be from a stuck PCV valve, could be from a bad breather. It could just be because the area you live in has a lot of condensation. So, but that's what that is. It's relatively normal for it to collect at the top like that. Just an FYI. All right, so the oil's in. I wiped out the cap. I'll put that back in place, and it does hold 5 quarts. So that's all set. And let's start it up. Let's get a listen, see what it sounds like. They could have damaged the motor. I mean, being that low on oil and overdue, they could have damaged it. Let's see. Woo! Alright, you heard that, right? Now the noise it was making before is not good. It's actually quiet. Although there's like a resonance noise through the intake. That must be the air pump. We have to have an air pump there somewhere. But the motor's quiet now. So it had to be the tensioners in the chains. So let's take this thing for a ride and see what it does. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shut it off and check the oil. Verify our level's good. Alright. Oh, let's do that. Alright, so pull this in. Let's verify our level's good. Yes, it is. Well, actually, I could use about a half a quart. I put in 5. What it calls for is I could use a half a quart. Alright, so I just added half a quart. Write that down. And there we go. We're full. So that's where we're leaving it. Now we're going to road test it. See what it sounds like. Alright, so we got our oil changed on the Terrain. I didn't hear any noise when I was pulling out of the shop. So let's go down the street, my little dead end road here, and see what happens. No noise. So the noise that we were hearing had to be from the timing chains, the tensioners, whatever, because of lack of oil pressure. They couldn't keep the chains out, so they were making noise. That was a rattle on the inside of the car. So let me just go into my little circle here. Nope. Noise is gone. Yep, noise is gone. I don't know if they damaged the motor or not. They could have. They absolutely could have. Woo! This thing is making some power. Woo. I think I hit 50. So I'm going to take this for a little extended road test, but I got to go out on a main road, so I'm not going to film while I do that. That's not safe. So anyway, if you're getting anything out of my videos, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. Share my videos if you want. That's about it. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Keep wrenching. Oh, if you have any questions, feel free to message me or whatever if you want. If you want to join my Facebook group, Backyard Mechanics, just sign up. Just, hit the request button. But make sure you answer the questions, because I don't let just anybody into the group. You got to answer the questions. All right, that's it. That's it. Yeah, there I said it twice. Okay. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.